Welcome everybody. We actually have some some pretty awesome things to talk about today. I'm sure Court's excited as well.
Ryan, thank you. I appreciate you kicking this off and introducing us here. We're super excited for this partnership that's come together with us and Garda Insurance. Myself and my longtime business partner Jeremy Dopp are partnering up with Garda Insurance with Dale and Ryan and their team. And then, as Ryan said, we're bringing in to the picture Macro Planning Group and what we call the Macro Planning Method. And the reason that this is so important is, what we have found over the years, working with people in this business. And I've been doing this for over 20 years. Jeremy's been doing it for over about 25 years. Ryan, you've been what, about 20 as well?
About 20, and then Dale Clark, who's not on with us, my business partner
Dale?
in Garda. We're all in that 20-ish year thing. And then speaking even more to it, Court, we've actually known each other 20 years too.
Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
so it's like, well, we're not coming out of the blue here. We've always done business together. We're just choosing to do it in a different way right now, which I think
Yeah,
benefits all of these folks.
absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, what I was saying is like what we have found is that most people tend to go about things where they work with what we call micro specialists. So, people will go out and let's say they're wanting to buy a home, they'll go find a real estate agent to help them, find a home. They'll get connected with, and find some mortgage broker that can help them with the mortgage. Then they've got their banker at the bank. They've got someone helping them with their home and auto insurance, someone else helping them with their life insurance, maybe disability insurance. Sometimes people are just getting those through their employer, if they're not self-employed, but those that are self-employed are probably going out and trying to find someone like Ryan or Dale and get help with life insurance, disability insurance, maybe long-term care insurance. Then they might go and work with a CPA or an accountant to help them with their taxes and things like that. Then they may go and find an attorney and work with an attorney for their estate planning and things like that. So what we find is all these people, it's very, very common for people to go out and work with all these micro specialists. Well, a common question that I ask my clients all the time is, have you ever been able to pull all these micro specialists into one room to make sure that they're talking and coordinating and correlating everything that's going on to make sure that it's working in your optimal benefit? Ryan, to this day, I've never had anyone say yes, and I'm sure it's probably been similar for you and probably similar for Dale,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I've never had anyone say yes.
No, no,
And
yeah. I feel like it's a good answer, like someone who's actually pretty coordinated is, well, 75% of that, but it's never
yeah,
100. It never is,
yeah,
And self-confession on my own thing, I'm not at 100 either, but I'm trying to get there. Like it's like the intention is, well, let's get all these people talking to each other, and it's like, and it'll always be imperfect, but getting 90% of the way there instead of 40% of the way there is better. It's better every
right,
time.
right.
Because and I'm sure you've seen this. You run into the clients who's like, well, my CPA is my brother-in-law, so I don't really think I can fire him. It's like, okay, well, let's work with him, but let's fix all these other things. Like it's fine. It's fine. We're not here to
Right.
replace your whole team. It's like, no, but there are definitely areas where everyone kind of needs help. And it's like, well, let's figure out where those are.
Exactly. Yeah. So, what you mentioned, Ryan, is I like how you mentioned quarterback or general manager. So what we are and what we're now offering to all the clients that are part of the Garda community, and then we're bringing in all of our clients into this as well. But what we're offering is that quarterback or that general manager. We're referring to it as the macro planner or the macro manager, right? And by bringing that to our clients and our combined community, we're going to be able to help everybody that engages with us plan at a much higher level and be much more efficient and be able to create more optimal benefits for everyone. I also like to compare it to like going to a symphony. Ryan, have you ever gone to the symphony?
I have, but even more so Dale has since he's a violinist. So,
That's right. That's right. Dale is a professional violinist. He's incredible.
yes,
So,
yeah.
but I love going to the symphony. And whenever I've gone to the symphony, it really blows my mind, honestly, to watch that conductor up in front of this amazing symphony and they're playing this beautiful music. But I specifically am fascinated by the conductor, because the conductor knows when every instrument needs to come in, what notes they need to be playing, and how to conduct things in a way where there's complete harmony, and it generates and creates this beautiful music, right?
Mhm.
Well, that's essentially what we're bringing to all of you that are here on this watching this webinar, and those that this will go out to. That's what we're bringing to all of you now. That's what we're opening up together for you, is this macro planning method, which will allow us to make sure that all the different areas that impact your financial world are coordinated and correlated and working in harmony to your optimal benefit. So to get more specific here, this is our macro planning group website. If you ever want to go to macropg.com, this is what you'll be able to see on the homepage. And this illustrates perfectly what all the different services that we're going to be able to offer and provide to you. So, for example, where we typically like to start with most people is in the estate and legacy planning area. Um, my partner Jeremy and I are co-founders of a company called Legacy Lock. Some of you that are on here have maybe already been introduced to Legacy Lock. Some of you, for others, this might be brand new, but this is a company that we founded, and it basically what we did was we partnered with a law firm and brought in some software developers to create an estate planning software technology that allows us to serve people in all 50 states. And so at the time before we did this, we were only working in Utah and Arizona. But once we developed this software, it expanded our footprint to all across the country. So we now have clients literally in all 50 states. But what's nice about it is we can help you with your estate and your legacy planning, make sure that you have the proper documents in place, make sure everything is customized according to your situation and your objectives. And again, usually the reason why we like to start there is because then we can get all those foundational documents in place. We can create the framework that you need so that as we work our way around through the macro method and work through these other areas, we already have those estate documents in place, which is important because then, Ryan, for example, once we're talking about life insurance or maybe investment accounts, if we've already got like, for example, if we've already got that trust in place, well, then it makes it easy in terms of setting up beneficiaries on the life insurance or investment accounts or whatever. We can name the trust as the owner or primary beneficiary or maybe contingent beneficiary. It just depends on
Yeah.
everyone's individual situation, right? But that's an important thing to have in place so that as we work our way through the other areas, we can structure things properly.
And then one thing, Court, that some people, some of my clients and friends, frankly, that I've run into do the analysis paralysis thing, where it's like, we'll start
Mhm.
somewhere. You can update. Like I'm divorced, right? Well, I can. That doesn't stop me from having a legacy plan and then updating it post divorce and have my kids become adults. It's like, well, you got to start somewhere. And it's like,
Absolutely.
sometimes done is better than perfect. Like I said, 90, if you can get 90% of, it's like, well, then you're ahead of pretty much everyone out there. If you can get that far down the path. And it's like, well, you can change the ownership of your house, the ownership of your life insurance. Like we can always do that. If 2 years down the road, your legacy plan takes a different turn in a good or negative or just a different turn. It's like, well, maybe you
Right.
sell your business and there's a whole bunch of money coming in. It's like, okay, we should
Yeah.
probably do some planning around that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's like, well, don't and I'm sure you've run into this, but I run into it with clients and friends all the time. But it's like the paralysis analysis. It's like, man, let's get you most of the way there. Like start.
Right.
You're never going to get done if you don't start.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So again, like I said, typically we start in that area. It doesn't mean we have to. We can actually start in any of these areas. But it again, with most people, we kind of prefer to start with um, either a review of your current estate plan. We want to review that and see if there's any changes or updates that you want to make or maybe that need to be made. If you do not have an estate or legacy plan in place, like Ryan just said, let's start. Let's get it started. Let's get something in place for you. And then once we get that set up, then we work our way um, around our macro planning model here, and we talk about our focus is first of all, how do we protect what you have? Okay. And we believe in max protection for at the minimum cost. But we're going to go through and analyze and evaluate how you're currently structured. For example, one of the things that we look at closely is how your home and auto and liability protection is set up, right? What we find is most people, from a macro planning standpoint, most people, their coverages are not set up properly. Again, in the 20 years I've been doing this, I can probably count on one hand the number of people that I've met that are actually set up properly. Most people are not. And so we want to make sure that we look at that, do some analysis, and get that all structured properly. We're going to look at, we're going to bring in the Garda team and evaluate how things are set up as far as life insurance or disability income protection or long-term care insurance. We want to make sure that all of that is structured properly according to your macro plan. We also we have experts that can help with retirement income planning and investment advice. Ryan has his securities license. Our partner Jeremy Dopp has his securities license, and they've been working for years helping people manage their money and help with their investment portfolio. Also, retirement income planning. That's a huge thing that we can help with. We can talk about Social Security and analyze that. We can look at your other assets and figure out how to create the ideal retirement income plan.
So, and Court, don't skip
Yeah.
over tax, because that's like a sore spot for
Oh,
a lot of
yeah,
people. Is the tax planning? I'm sure you were going there next, but it's like man, it's a. I mean, I've heard it in a whole bunch of different ways referred to, like, don't evade taxes or you'll go to prison, but avoiding taxes is not illegal. Like, minimize your tax bill,
Yeah,
to the
absolutely.
extent you
Yeah,
can,
that's another huge area that we focus on. And we've got great, incredible people on our tax mitigation team that can help with tax strategies. I'm with you. We don't evade taxes. We don't want to go to prison. We don't want anyone else going to prison.
Yep.
But what we do look at and do offer are tax strategies that are all within the tax code. Really, what the tax code is it's designed to create incentives for us to do certain things. We just have to make sure that we do them within the tax code and doing them the right way. But the more that we can help our clients save dollars from going to Uncle Sam and keep them in their world where we can put it to work in other areas here, that's just more that we can help you do, to optimize things in your world. But yeah,
I
that
mean,
tax planning area is a
yeah.
huge area.
Yeah, I just
Um,
think of people like over a 20-year period. It's like, man, even if your tax bill is down 10 grand a year, that's 10 grand a year you can save on top of what you were already saving, which over a 20-year period actually turns into something.
oh yeah,
We can make sure
turns
it
into
turns into
something.
something on the retirement income planning side.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge thing. We also do cash flow management. Some of you that are on here have probably met with Dale and gone through some of his um, cash flow strategies. But we've also got a new proprietary software that we have invested in to be able to offer to our clients that literally is revolutionizing the way people are managing their cash flow. This technology that we've been using and offering our clients is creating huge results and helping people become better stewards over their cash flow. We're seeing their savings rate significantly increase, and with that, we're able to then help them, take that extra savings and move that into what we call other cash flow engines, where they pick up even more benefits and higher returns and things like that. So that's a cool thing that we can
So
offer as
one,
well.
so one big benefit of that, Court, that people probably, it goes overlooked sometimes, but it's a very, very real thing in life. Think of when you played sports, if you played sports, or if you played an instrument as a child, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That software also functions as an accountability partner. You have to
Oh
look
yeah.
at it and know whether I said I was gonna do this. Did I? Did I? Which all of us could use that in life. I mean, it's like whether it's going to the gym or your finances or whatever it is in life, spending time with your kids, whatever it is, an accountability
Yeah,
partner of some sort. That's basically what that software is. It's an accountability partner around your money. It's like, well, you were gonna do
absolutely.
this and you paid off this, which saved you $400 a month. Are you saving that $400 a month, or did you buy a nicer car? Neither is a bad answer, but like, you better know where the money's going. So
I'm glad you bring that up, Ryan. I mean, this technology comes with an app that our clients can download on their phone. and it allows them to see everything right there in that app. But to your point on accountability, it's the first software, cash flow software I've ever seen that connects the client with us. So
Mhm.
we're able to, as the advisor, we're able to see what's happening with their cash flow as well, which then allows us to establish that that accountability, right? Where we can help our clients through that and help them move in a positive direction with it. So
I'd say accountability, and then on top of it, they're going to get better advice from us. Like if like
exactly,
I can't help you if I don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I often equate us as financial advisors to like because people are sometimes hesitant to share information. I'm like, look, just picture me as like an attorney. I can do the wrong thing once and never do what I do for a living ever again in my whole life, or I can do the right thing every day. But I can't help you if I can't tell. I can't tell where you're at. If I can tell where you're at, I can help.
exactly.
I can help. Um,
So this software definitely brings a connection between us, creates some accountability, and allows us to be even more effective in terms of giving, really, really good advice with that. What we do actually is what we call these calibration meetings. So um, we do them on a quarterly basis with any client that's using this software. We do a quarterly calibration meeting, and those are just super super effective. And it's great because we're connected within the software. We can see what's going on, and we can make really good decisions, and we can make them faster as well. So that's another thing that clients are just loving about this.
It saves
Um,
one less, and for you guys out there as clients, it's one less meeting you have to have because usually you'd have to have the meeting to tell us everything that's going on, and then have a follow up meeting to make decisions. It's like, well, if we both know what's going on, we can knock it out in an hour. Like we can all just talk in one room and be like, hey, I saw this, this, and this. What should we do?
yeah, in fact,
And it's
that's
everything
a good
from
point.
it's everything from investing to um I'm thinking to myself, but like everything from investing to, oh, hey, I saved this much money. Well, there's my daughter's tuition for next year. Like it doesn't always have to be an investment, quote unquote. It's
Yeah, I
like
mean,
no,
you
just know
hit
where
on a
it
good
is.
Yeah, you're bringing up a good point, Ryan. Like for many years, anytime I do like an annual review or a semi-annual review with a client, I have to have them fill out an updated fact finder,
Yep.
right? And then we have a meeting and we go through that and make sure we're up to date on that. And then we have another meeting just to kind of talk through, okay, what do we do next? Well, with these calibration meetings, my calibration meetings are 15 to 30 minutes. And it's
Mhm.
just because we're already better connected. We know better what's going on, and it makes it much more effective, more efficient that way. So, what in fact, what we refer to this as is income under management. Some of you on here may be working with Ryan, or you may have another investment advisor, right? And they refer to their services as assets under management. When you have an investment advisor that's managing your investment accounts, they can see what's going on with your investments on a daily basis, right, Ryan? You can see all that with all your clients.
Yep. Yep. I
Yeah,
could log into Schwab right now and tell you exactly where everyone's money is easily.
exactly. So it's basically the same concept with your cash flow. It's income under management where we can see what's going on there and be more connected and have much more effective relationship that way. So, anyways,
Yeah.
um, moving on here, there's other areas that we look at like health and Medicare insurance. We've got experts and specialists on our team for that. Same with funeral planning. We've found over the years this is an area a lot of people uh, don't address, and we think it's important to really look at that, especially since we're helping you with your estate and legacy planning. You might as well look into pre-arranging your funeral, because one of the most stressful things that can happen for families is for a loved one to pass away, and then they're scrambling and trying to figure out, they've got to plan the funeral, which can be stressful. Then they got to figure out how to pay for the funeral. There's just a lot of details that go into that, and it can be extremely hard and stressful, especially when you've just lost a loved one. It's just really difficult. So this is an area that we talk to clients about. We want to make sure we're having conversations, and then we want to make sure that you're getting connected with the right people to help you get that done and get it in place. Um, so again, these are all the areas that we cover in the coming year. When we do webinars, we're going to be doing regular webinars, and we're going to be covering each of these topics. Um, and these will be led by Ryan, myself, and others on our team. We'll probably bring in other specialists and experts on our team to talk about these different areas. So we're excited to, to bring this additional education to all of you. Before I move from this, I do want to show you real quick our team, and this team is growing. But this is our great team right here. Everyone you see on here, they're just exceptional people. We love working together. We have an amazing culture here, and we love working with all our clients. And our goal, our objective, is to always serve you at the highest level. So so if you want to come and check this out, feel free to do so anytime.
Well, you might want to court just since we're going to give away like free consult and the book and all that, let them know who I'm pointing over here to my other monitor. Let them know who Mason is, because that's basically who they will talk to as far as the cash flow specialist. He's our guy on that. So
this is so Mason Randall down here. He's our guy. He's actually a certified income advisor. He got certified with the company that we get this software from. He has mastered it. He is so good. But he's a certified income advisor, cash flow specialist for our team. But here in a minute, we're going to give you access to schedule a consultation with him, and he'll be able to kind of go into, he'll have more questions for you and kind of do more of an analysis of where you're at, what you've got going on, and kind of help determine, where there's gaps, where there's holes, and where he and others on our team can help fill those gaps and fill those holes for you. So
and then just for you guys to know, in case you don't, I'm going to pull up QR codes, one for you to get a wealth alignment checklist, and then also a session with Mason and the free book. But just so everyone on here knows, you're all going to get an email anyway with the recording of this and other. So it's like you can just easily reach out to us, and we can put a book in your hands. We can get you on the right person's calendar. We can get you the PDF, which I think I actually, here, let me see if I can.
Here, I'll share it here 1 second.
Yeah,
Ryan.
the PDF of the wealth alignment.
Yeah. I was just also showing the Garda website. A lot of the same faces are on here as well. So
they are.
Anyways, but I'll share the PowerPoint here.
Yeah.
So so if you want to speak to this, Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah. So the wealth alignment checklist is really something where we kind of you answer it for yourself, and then we'll get on the phone and talk about it. But it's not coming to us unless you choose to send it to us. We actually kind of want to respect your privacy that way. But you're actually going to go through, hey, where are your holes in your bucket? How's your tax planning? Do you have 2 CPAs and one maybe works in your business and one works in your personal life? Don't try and get a perfect score, everyone out there, because I don't get a perfect score either, and I do this for a living. But like, if we can get you 90% of the way there, it's a win. It's a win.
Yeah, this wealth alignment checklist, guys, is awesome. It's really good. I went through it myself, and it's really, really powerful. It's just a good way to do a good assessment on how well is everything aligned. And so, we want to make sure that we're helping you move in a direction where things are getting more coordinated, more correlated, and ultimately more aligned. Once you do that, if you choose to do that and submit your wealth alignment checklist, that'll come into our team. And then if you'd like to also right now, you can click on this scheduling link. Or actually, if you take a picture of the QR code here, you'll be able to schedule a session, a wealth alignment session with Mason. And in that wealth alignment session, he'll go through your wealth alignment checklist and talk through that and identify areas where we can help you get more aligned with everything that you've got going on. For those of you that do schedule a wealth alignment session, we will send you a free book. This is a great book written by our good friend, Garrett Gunderson. I think many of you on here, if not all of you, have probably heard of Garrett Gunderson. You've probably read some of his other books, like What Would the Rockefellers Do? Or Killing Sacred Cows. Money Unmasked is Garrett's most recent book, and I think it's one of his best, if not the best. I love it. It's a great book. So for those of you that choose to schedule a wealth alignment session, we will send you a free copy of the book. So anyways,
and if you do the QR code and schedule right now, good on you. If you need to go talk to your significant other or whatever, you're going to get a follow-up email anyway from us, and then you can schedule at that point and still get a free book. It's not
get a free book.
It's not an expiring offer as far as today. Just we're not what would you call it? 2 a.m. like on Channel 5 salespeople trying to trying to hurry and get you to buy a whole bunch of stuff right now. It's like, no, no, no.
Yeah,
If you schedule with us, free book's yours. I don't care if it's in 2 weeks or 2 months, like whatever,
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we want to thank all of you for joining us today.